The first of the Group 1s is over the 1400 metres, and we have got Waikuku, last year's winner at the top of the book, coming back from the 1600 to the 1400. Kaying Star, this is the first time at the 1400 since he ran 5th in this race last year. Every other race has been over further. Skyfield and Wellington are noted Group 1 performers. Mighty Giant returns to the track. The first start since September. He's back from a bleed at his pet distance of 1400 metres. Healthy Happy drops back in distance, and California Deep Shot makes his Group 1 debut. 8 runners here, Nick, and 1400 is the trip, so they get a good, decent run to the first turn. And what does the speed map look like?
Yeah, well, they certainly do, don't they? And obviously not the biggest field as well. So the likes of Healthy Happy, obviously he likes to press forward. You've got California Deep Shot in there, who's certainly going to inject a bit of pace from barrier number 2, you'd imagine. Kaying Star, as you've referenced, obviously over this trip again, he does like to go forward, but he's drawn out wide, so obviously they might have to just sort of take back or perhaps try and press forward with him there a little bit, Paul. But Waikuku, Wellington, I think Waikuku looks set to get another dream run in this race.
Yeah, he should get a perfect run just in behind the pace. Wellington should get a nice run as well. Lucky Express, I think, will just be a little bit further back. Now, Mighty Giant is another one that can go quite well fresh as well, so we'll see where he ends up.
He can be a horse that is not quick out of the gates, Mighty Giant, but for a big fellow, he does muster pace. Here's the recent winners of the race, Paul, and Waikuku is looking to go back-to-back.
Yeah, look, he's got a fantastic course and distance record, hasn't he? 5 starts, 4 wins in a second over the 1400 metres, won it last year and is in good form. Won really well last time. Prior to that, Beauty Generation won it 3 in a row, made it his own.
We're going to start with the man that rode Waikuku, the party pooper, if you will, who spoiled the record equalling attempt by Golden 60 last time. It is, of course, Zach Person out at track work with Nick and his thoughts on Waikuku.
Zach, Waikuku will line up in one of the big ones this weekend. Obviously a big win last time. How do you feel he's come on since then?
Oh, he's held his form. He's obviously not going to improve off that effort. You know, that's as good as he can go. And John's job is just to tick him over and keep him in that form. And, you know, it's hard to get a guide on off his trials here sometimes, but so he pulled up well and he seems good, so we're happy.
Just on that recent trial, was that just sort of a matter of process? I mean, he obviously just had a nice canter round at the back and wasn't asked too much.
He's a quirky horse. Sometimes he turns up and he trials okay. Like, he never trials great on the dirt, but sometimes he turns up and he'll trial okay, and then other days he just doesn't seem to be that interested, and that was one of those days. But like I said, his action felt good and he pulled up well, so you know, he's always turned up race day, and that's when it matters.
That win in the Stewards Cup last time, so he had a dream run round. I mean, John referred to it as almost like a piece of track work. You've got speed either side of you. Is that definitely a positive in your mind, do you think? Hopefully the same run? Yeah,
of course. It's a nice gate. It's an interesting race with the sprinters stepping up in distance and the smaller field, which sometimes tactically can become quite competitive. So we'll just see how the track's playing on the day, and, you know, John will tell me how to ride him, and hopefully we can get the job done again.
You won on the last 7-year-old to win this race. The Mighty Beauty Generation took his third. This guy's 7 as well. Do you feel he's right there to be able to knock off another Group 1, this guy? Yeah,
of course. He's always been right there. Unfortunately for him, he's run into 2 champions in his time here in Hong Kong, in Beauty Generation and Golden 60, and sometimes had to play second fiddle, but he's also been able to topple the champs at the same time. So he's a quality galloper. We've seen that, and hopefully he can get another Group 1 on the board.
Be nice to win another one for you, I'm sure. I think you've won 4 already, so this will be 5 if you can achieve it.
5 sounds better than 4, so let's go for it.
There he is, Nick, and Waikuku, looking at his horse graphics page right now. He is coming back in distance. As we've said, he's won the race last year, but his record at 1400 metres is super.
It is indeed, and I mean, highlighted obviously by winning this race 12 months ago. He's got a superb record all across the board, and as Zach mentioned in that interview there, obviously, you know, he's a 7-year-old and he seems to be in very good form, and you know, it'd be no shock, Paul, if he could win another one of these.
Yeah, and it is a horse that generally holds his form as well. Once he gets into his winning groove, he generally can hold it. So, look, I think he's going to be tough to beat.
Until it gets to about April, and he has about enough for the season and thinks, I'll wait till next time before I switch back on again. The Centenary Sprint Cup here, Nick. There's Skyfield to the right of screen, and Wellington's just been a very unlucky horse of late.
Yeah, he hasn't had the rub of the green, has he? Poor old Wellington. You can see him held up for a bit of a run there, but take the horse with the white face down the outside. Skyfield, look, a huge run from this horse. Obviously, he won the Hong Kong sprint on International Day, obviously under very difficult and strange circumstances. But he's a quality horse, Paul, and I like him going up in trip.
Yeah, look, it's 1400. He's won over the distance before, and Wellington was getting going late there as well.
What have you made of his trial, Paul? This was down the straight at Sha Tin, Skyfield.
Yeah, so you can see him in the back there, just held together nicely. A nice, quiet trial for him. He was let go late and just asked to really stretch out towards the end, of which he did. So it was a really nice trial from him.
It certainly was, wasn't it? Love the way he hit the line there, obviously, Skyfield. And, well, you know, the connections have always thought that 14 could be his trip.
We'll find out for sure and certain definite player in the race at Skyfield. These two, Nick. Now, California Deep Shot comes to Group 1 for the first time. Lucky Express has run in a Group 1. It was the Hong Kong Mile, a distance that he hasn't really stretched out to. 1,400 metres does look a whole lot better.
It is, yeah, most definitely. I think 14 is his trip. Antoine Hamlin has ridden him 3 times before, so he'll know him quite well. Is he up to it? I mean, obviously that run in the Hong Kong Mile, you could probably put a line through that. That was obviously a very tough test for him. But look, he's a decent type of horse. So too the horse on the inside there, Paul, California Deep Shot. 2 smart types, but certainly more work to do here.
Yeah, I think so. I just wonder if they're just a slight level below some of these other horses with better chances there.
Back to the trial file we go here, Paul, and this is Wellington's trial on the all-weather. This on the 8th of February. Did it impress you?
Nice trial. Look, he did what he had to do, didn't he? He came down the outside and won the trial. The cheek pieces, they tried the cheek pieces. They come off now. So you can see him trialling without those cheek pieces. Look, he's definitely one of the main players. He's a Group 1 winner, so I think he's up to it.
Yeah, he certainly is, isn't he? I mean, look, he's hit the line quite strongly here. Alexi just opting to just go through the gears with him there towards the latter part and just sort of, you know, nudge him out towards the line. But a good trial from him. And look, he'll be bang there when if he gets all the luck, that's for sure.
Just his second try of 1,400 metres. Not this guy, Nick, Mighty Giant. He eats the trip for breakfast.
He certainly does, yeah. Last seen in the Celebration Cup, obviously haven't seen him for a little while. He had a bleed, so a bit of time on the sidelines for him. But this was a nice trial from this guy, certainly confirming his well-being on the back of 147 days off the track. Tough test, Paul, but he's a decent type.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a couple of goes at Group 1s before and he's finished like 6th, 7th, 8th. He did run 3rd and 1, but again, I just wonder if he's just slightly below these genuine Group 1 horses.
A 6-time winner over 1,400 metres. He has had 2 trials. That was the second of them where he beat California Rad. Who wins the first of the Group 1s, Paul?
I'm going with Waikuku. I thought he's a horse in form at the moment. It was a very strong win from him last time. And the 1,400 looks ideal for him. So he's on top. Skyfield, the danger. Again, a winner over 1,400 and a Group 1 winner this season. At Wellington, a Group 1 winner at the end of last season. So top 3 all Group 1 winners. And Healthy Happy, I think he can run well here in this as well. And he's in there for 4th from the front. 1, 3, 4 and 6.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Skyfield here to take this first of the 2 Group 1s. I just really like him as a horse, and I feel that trial, that run last time was very good, and his track work's been also of a high standing. So he'll go on top for me over Waikuku in for second. Wellington goes in. I think they're the big 3, and I've thrown Lucky Express in as well. I think he might just be able to pick up a few pieces here. 3, 1, 4 and 7.